Welcome to EDJ Studios. This is the EDJ Podcast. We have another episode with my brother Fernando. And you guys already know we're going to talk MMA and NBA mainly. So if you guys are a fan of any of those two, pay attention. You might learn something. So what's up, man? What's new?
You know, we were talking about the John Jones fight and Stipe, and you had some stuff to say.
I just think it was a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I think everybody, what happened, we all knew what was going to happen. I don't think nobody was surprised. I don't think
you'd be surprised. I had some people in my friend group.
Oh my god, they were going for Stipe.
They're like, you don't know.
Oh my god. No, see, this is why I didn't like. Not that I didn't like the fight, but I don't like anything where I know the outcome. That's not why I watch sports. I don't like. I need to see a little bit of, some mystery, and I knew what was going to happen. So, and exactly what I thought happened. So that's why
you weren't curious to see how Jones would look after a year not fighting, and then that injury was pretty bad.
Well, okay, see, I didn't know. Was the injury really bad?
I think it was his shoulder. Yeah, he was like grappling. I think it was with Harris. I think it's Walt Harris. I think he was trying to stop a takedown or something like that.
Yeah, he tore his,
I think it was a shoulder.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just knew John was gonna win. I knew it was gonna he was gonna take him down. I thought he was gonna just submit him. I didn't think the ending did surprise me. Finishing a guy like Stipe with basically a body kick. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
but
spinning back kick.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Other than that, everything was like, yeah, I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to see it differently. I liked it. I thought we saw a lot of dimensions to Jones. I thought we saw his takedown abilities, his ground and pound. He had some submission attempts that he didn't get. And then we saw his striking. We saw how, diverse and versatile he was. You know what I mean? We saw that he still has a lot of tools left. And I think that's going to set up a good fight with whoever else is next, which is most likely going to be Aspinall.
Yeah, I mean, from Dana, it's definitely going to be Aspinall. He's not
budging.
Yeah, no.
But I think part of that deal, he's going to want Pereira.
Next?
Yeah, he's going to say, I would say, I'd be like, listen, I'll fight Aspinall. You pay me the bag, and then you give me Pereira next.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dana said it. I think if he beats Aspinall, whatever. He'll do, yeah.
Why not? I mean...
He deserves it. So, but, John is in a weird place that I can't think of a name that's going to give John a fight that I think he's going to lose.
There isn't a name. At the heavyweight, there isn't a name. I mean, Aspinall, I mean... I used to think Pavlovich was dangerous. He still is dangerous. I used to call him the Russian Ngannou. I don't know if you've seen many of his fights, but this dude was just
I've seen some of it. Not much, but I seen some. He was
just knocking dudes out cold.
Yeah.
His fights are like first round, like just let it all go. Like you don't train for that fight. Like you just ready to throw hands. Within 2 minutes this fight is gonna be settled. And he fought Aspinall. Man, I was surprised because he hit Aspinall like hard, and Aspinall ate it, regrouped, and then knocked him out. I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought Pavlovich was going to be a contender down the road, but then Aspinall kind of took him out the picture. So yeah, if he beats Aspinall, I don't know. I mean, you could try to give him Pavlovich, but I don't think Jones is going to stand with him. I think he's going to take him down and just choke him out.
And that's the thing. We need for John to have a test. There has to be somebody that's not a striker at all. Somebody who's not even looking to strike at all.
There isn't somebody that's like, you got to remember 205, I keep saying 205. At heavy, like these dudes are like 260s. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, when you're that big, like, you don't want to be how tiring it is being that big on the ground?
I know. Trying to get up. You get up a few times. Yeah. You're spending so much energy.
A lot of these dudes, they just rather settle it with their fists and say, yo, let the best man win.
Exactly. You don't have the cardio to do that rolling.
It takes a lot of energy. So a lot of those dudes don't want to grapple. That's why you don't see a lot of grappling at that weight. That's why you saw DC was just like storming through people.
And even the people in lighter weight classes, you see them throw away their grappling skills because it's just too much out of...
Yeah, you see more grappling at the lower weights. It's a lot easier a lot less weight to carry. You know, so you're able to do it for a longer time. But as you get heavier, it just gets tougher.
And I think you get injured a lot. I don't know. I've never done jiu-jitsu yet.
I mean, you saw Jones like get injured trying to stuff a takedown.
Exactly. So I feel like at that weight class to be rolling around, you're most likely gonna get injured. I think. Look at DC and his back and all that stuff. Is just like you can't. So I think Jones he's the perfect fighter. He was built like physically to fight because even I say a wrestler is gonna give him. John would just pick you apart from a distance.
He's a wrestler, though.
No, I'm saying, yeah, that too. But I feel like if somebody was like, let's say, a big dude that was way bigger than him and was a master wrestler, Jones would probably just keep his distance and just pick you apart with leg kicks and his long ass hand, like reach. Like you're not gonna get close. If he wanted to, you won't get close to him. So it's just tough. Jones is one of those fighters where. The only thing from Jones, I wish he fought more. That's it.
Yeah.
And I still don't see him losing. I just, I would like to see it more. But maybe if he fought too much and he just kicked people's ass, people would just get sick of it. Like,
I think he would just clear out the division.
Again.
I think for him, he should just let some names build.
To get older? What? Like let himself get older and like give people...
It doesn't... I mean, in MMA, like it's funny. MMA is not like any other sport.
Especially a heavyweight. A heavyweight, yeah, I see what you mean. Like you could fight older.
Like you don't have to be athletic to be a good fighter.
No.
Like you could be just a smart fighter and you just know your spots, and you can pick dudes apart. So I don't think him... I mean, we saw Glover. Glover was like 42.
Exactly.
Jones, I think, is like 37.
Yeah, he still got time.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he could probably fight another couple of years if he wanted to.
I think he can. I don't think he will.
Because I mean, if let's say he beats Aspinall, then right away he goes and he beats Pereira. Like, who does he fight next?
That's what I mean.
There's no benefit to him. So if I'm him, I'm like, all right,
you could try to.
I don't have to fight Aspinall right away. If that's the fight, that's the fight. Let some contenders. Let's get some names. Because who else is out there? Serial Gone. He already smoked Serial Gone.
There's nobody, and there's nobody or even on the lower weight classes, because he's gonna watch Pereira, and then, I mean, people will talk about the Ngannou fight, but we all know what's gonna happen there also. So I would like to see it just for the spectacle of it.
I don't think Dana will ever let it happen. I think
Dana hates.
He hates Ngannou. It would. A lot would have to change.
Like I said, for me, I would do it. Dana, I would do it. Just be like, just kick his ass, Jones. Like, I want to see it. Make him shut up. And also, Ngannou is the only fighter who has left as a champion, right?
He has.
So,
but he's also lost.
True, but he left on top as the,
He left on top, but he's also lost to Stipe and he lost to Derek Lewis.
Yeah, he's weird. He's one of those weird fighters where like you don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah. Some days he looks unbeatable, like when he fought, when he boxed Tyson.
Fury?
Yeah. Like to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was looking at him, I'm like, this dude look good, and then I saw him fight next, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So I don't know. With him, it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, I would like to see him. I mean, that was supposed to be the fight why Jones went up. He wanted to fight Ngannou because Ngannou...
That's why he was putting up all the weight.
Yeah, because Ngannou has the punching power to scare him, let's say. But he doesn't have the skills to beat Jones. He has the punching power to maybe put his lights out, but...
It would be more luck. Like, Jones would just have to get caught. Like,
he'd have to get caught with it. But that's what Jones wanted to, I guess, to promote that fight, to be like, oh, this might be the fight I get caught.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't think he was gonna. No, I think Jones was gonna beat him, like take him down,
and beat him up. Yeah, and then we all know Ngannou can't do nothing on the ground. So
not versus Jones.
No, I mean against anybody, but especially Jones.
But yeah, he didn't look too bad against Serial on the ground.
Well, Serial doesn't know anything either.
Well, Serial had a submission win.
He does.
Serial.
He does?
Yes, he leg locked somebody.
Oh, I didn't look at that one, but still,
Connor even has a submission win too.
Yeah, well, Connor got more issues. We could talk about that too. What do you think about Connor's situation?
I mean, yeah, it's like, damn. I mean, such talent, man, and he just can't get it together. I mean, he has all that money. It's like,
to be honest,
what can you really say to a man with that much money?
to be honest, Jones is doing. I mean, Conor did. He overstayed his welcome, just like LeBron. I feel like Conor should have just retired, because I don't think he was gonna win anyway. I don't think he was gonna win like a big name, like somebody that matters. I think his time was up. I don't think he was gonna beat anybody anymore. Physically, the injuries.
Yeah, with the new injury. I mean, before that, he looked good against Cerrone. He pretty much cleaned them up real quick. And then COVID hit, and for some reason they couldn't make any fights for him. But the thing with him is like it just. I mean, I'm not in his personal life, but from the outside, it looked like he wasn't really training.
Of course, yeah.
It looked like he was more partying. He was more promoting.
I think he wants to. I think he wants to come back, but I don't think he could stop the partying anymore. I feel like
he just has so much money, so much attention. I think at that point, somebody in his life should have said, you know what, put the fighting to the side. Do what you want, man. Like, you don't have to fight. Like, we all know that you were a champion. We all know that you were one of the most talented dudes in the UFC when you were fighting. Like, you don't got to do this.
Yeah, like he proved it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, you already proved whatever you needed to prove. Like, you don't gotta keep going.
The only thing that makes sense is he's fighting for money, and I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think he would. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I never thought I saw Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul.
You never know.
I don't know, man. So maybe in 10 years you'll see him fighting Jake Paul. Who knows?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no. I hope not. I hope people don't do that shit. I had a, and just to finish off with Conor, I feel bad for the guy because gyms are turned down, like taking down his pictures from other gyms. Rightfully so, from the allegations. I'm not going to get into it because I really don't know. And I don't want to say something that later on comes out and it's wrong. But from the allegations, like, it's just sad because what do you do? Those are the type of allegations that people will stay away from.
Yeah, no, I understand. For me as a fan, like, I've always liked his fighting. So, like, seeing him, like fall apart like this, I'm like, damn. Like,
yeah, and I liked, what I liked about Conor was the shit talking and then backing it up. Like,
his shit talking was elite. Like, I don't think, like, if you take Muhammad Ali, like, out of the picture, like, he's the best. I've never seen, like, when he was talking shit to Floyd Mayweather, like, I used to just tune in just for him talking shit to Floyd Mayweather.
Anybody. The guy destroys people psychologically. He
destroys anyone, but that Mayweather, it was funny because, like he was talking, like, there's no one here that can take this mic from me. And, like, everybody was just quiet.
It's true.
And I was like, it's true. I'm like, if he does kick you in the leg, like, what are you going to do about it?
Exactly.
If he does bounce his elbow off your head, like, what?
Yeah, like, everybody knows, like, this is only a fight because he's agreeing to handicap himself.
Yeah. Like, and he was saying, I mean, the Nate Diaz stuff was hilarious.
Yeah. All of them.
The first Poirier fight, it was hilarious, too.
Yeah,
I was listening to some of the old interviews between him and, like, Poirier, like, that was some of the stuff he was saying.
It's just wild. Yeah.
Like, this kid's crazy. And he was, like, new to the UFC. Like, he wasn't wasn't big yet. Like,
like I said, that's what I liked about him, the belief and to actually do it. Because I've seen so many times fighters talk a lot of shit. I mean, when it comes to that, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather to me goes up there with shit talking and then backing it up in the ring.
Floyd was very strategic, very smart.
Yeah. So, like, that to me, like, there's a lot of great fighters. Canelo's a great fighter, but he ain't talking shit. So, like,
well, I think to talk shit to that level, you have to be very articulate.
Yes.
And you have to be, like, very witty, and you have to be very, like, off the top of the head, like,
you have to be quick. Not everybody's like that.
Yeah, not everybody's like that. Like, there's very few people that could do that.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's why I admired it. Like, me, I just get angry. I'm like, let's just fight right now.
Yeah,
like, I'm not.
Same here. I'd probably be like,
talking, like,
cut the talking, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not. That's my, like, I can't. I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I know I don't have that. That's why, to me, like, I admire the guy and that he backed it up. That's the key part, of course.
But similar to Conor, to Poirier.
Yeah, very. Yeah,
he's not as articulate as Conor. I think it's because his second language.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from Georgia. He's also from Georgia as well, so he has that language as well. He has, people from Europe. A lot of them multilingual, so maybe who knows what else he knows how to speak.
Yeah, and I'll admit it. I did not see it coming.
I was telling you he was nasty.
You did. You told me. And when I was going with Max, to be honest, I did not see it coming. So that fight was one of those fights where I was just like, what the fuck?
I was telling you, I'm on the fence. I'm like, I want to go Max.
Yeah.
But I'm so on the fence because Topuria is dangerous, and he's dangerous everywhere. And the way he rocked Volk was ridiculous.
Well, see, that's what got me. So that's why I wasn't sold on him, because it was kind of the same things. Like, who did he fight? Before these guys. So when he fought Volk, I was kind of like, well, Volk is kind of on this slippage. That fight was, just coming back. Like, maybe he needed more time. So I was taking away from Ilya with that. And Max just came back, knocked out.
That was a crazy fight.
Yeah. So, like, in my mind, I'm thinking Max is definitely, and I didn't think Max would get put out like that.
I was leaning towards Max after seeing him beat Gaethje, but then I was like, man, I've seen Ilya knock out Josh Emmett. Yeah. I've seen him knock out, and I don't know if you know much about Emmett.
Yes,
Emmett be putting people like out. Not like, oh, he's still getting up. Like, no, like sleep. Like, like when he hit Bryce Mitchell, like I thought Bryce was dead.
Yeah.
Like, and he knocked that dude out, and then he knocks out Volkanovski. I'm leaning Max because of the Gaethje fight, but Ilya is dangerous, and I think everybody needs to pay attention. He is dangerous, and the way he talks.
Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's one of those. He just says wild shit.
He says a lot of crazy stuff. And I'm just like,
okay.
It reminds me of Conor, but I'm like, someone actually made a video like comparing like his trash talking and then all his tattoos. Like, look, they're very similar to Conor's. And then the way he dresses with the suit is the same way Conor was dressing.
I mean, he said it. He did admire Conor, at first. He changed.
You can see the influence of Conor and Ilya. Of course.
I mean, on a lot of fighters, you can see the influence of Conor. Everybody trying to, get the money. So I
think Ilya is dangerous at that. I mean, but he does have a dangerous fight coming up soon.
Who's he fighting next?
I think Umar. Isn't Umar at 145? Umar Nurmagomedov?
Oh shit,
he's undefeated too.
That's gonna be a good fight.
I think Umar is a.
If that's who he's fighting next,
that might be next.
Yeah. So
unless they throw Volk in there for the rematch, because Volk is gonna be like, I deserve a rematch.
I heard that. I don't know.
I think Umar is at 145. I think he's at 145.
That'd be a good fight.
I believe. I think
I want to see him get tested on the ground, which Umar will be able to do.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me double check. I believe he's at 145.
But yeah, I would like to see that fight would be nice. Somebody who could test Topuria on the ground. I think that would be something. That's where I would like. I have no doubt now. I think the guy's great, obviously. But if somebody that could take him to the ground, he actually, finishes on the ground, or he looks good on the ground. I mean, what else? What can we say? There's not, we're gonna be able to say after that.
No, damn. Umar's 135. I thought he was.
Oh, he's 135. Okay.
He's 135. I thought he was 145.
Oh, man, I thought he's little.
Huh?
Umar's little. I thought he was bigger.
Yeah, they said I saw he was 135. I thought he was 145. I guess not. But I guess he's saved.
But
no, Umar. Now I remember. Umar's supposed to fight Marab. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Now I remember.
Now when you said that's a good fight too. That's also a good fight.
The thing is, like those Nurmagomedovs, those mountain.
Yeah, they're different.
Bro, like you saw what happened to Bilal when he started training with them.
He just became an athlete. I mean, the guy, the respect Bilal gives those people.
Do you understand that between all of them, I think they only have like one loss, and it's Islam. He got knocked out once.
That's it?
Yeah, like Habib never lost. Umar never lost. Bilal, when he started training with, he still hasn't lost. And Shavkat used to train with them. He hasn't lost a fight.
They
like that is like the most elite program I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's just training the mind, because they train to like
they just take break people. They take you to the mountains, and I don't know what happens, but when you come back from the mountain, it's like you're like Batman or something like.
No, they like, I feel like what they do is they train you, like, of course, technique and all that stuff. You could tell. Also, you could tell like Khabib studies. Like he's like they come up with a game plan. They study the opponent and they come up with a game plan of what they're gonna do.
They do, but their game plan's all the same. I'm gonna try to take you down 50,000 times, and you're gonna get tired.
Exactly, you're not gonna be able to do nothing.
You're gonna get tired defending takedowns.
Yeah, like they just train your will.
It's like when Bane tells Batman, we're gonna see what breaks first, your body or your will or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's one of those crazy trainings that that just train people's will. It's not about. You ain't gonna quit no matter what happens. Those people ain't quitting.
Them dudes, I'm sure they're doing 1,000 takedowns a day, like something crazy. Like I mean, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they're doing 3 a day, maybe even 4 a days. God knows what they're doing. Because they were talking about how much money does like Khabib has and how does that translate to Dagestan, and they're saying Khabib would never, like, with the money he made.
He's done.
Like
he's never had to work.
He's ridiculous. Like the exchange from dollars to like wherever he's from is like, so he can literally train all day every day, like all of those dudes. And Khabib pays for all of their stuff, so they're all doing it for free. So these dudes are probably training 2, 3, more than 2, probably 3 times a day.
That's all they do. That's the way for them to. They look at it. They look at it like DR looks at baseball. Like that's literally all they do. They don't even care about school. Like they're just, this is our way out.
That's why if you see an Nurmagomedov, if you see a mountain beer, you see a beer, you see cauliflowers.
There's a tell signs of do not fuck with this guy.
You see a Russian flag.
True. Them Russians are crazy, man. I work with them. Trust me, I know.
You go,
Russians are different people.
You know that you're gonna have to defend 1,000 takedowns.
What do you think about the 185 division? Izzy, the champion now. What's his name again?
You're talking about DDP, Duplessis?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen?
I think Hamza's gonna eat these boys. But I've been saying this for years. I know. Hamza's been disappointing with the. I think he's been getting sick and
thyroid problems.
Yeah. But I'm staying on this. I'm staying on this hill, man. I've been saying Hamza for a long time. I've been saying, watch, he's gonna take that 185 belt.
No, undefeated. Nobody's.
I mean, you saw what he did to Robert Whittaker.
Yeah. And I knew, of course, I knew he was gonna win, but I thought I was gonna see something different. But
he's the wolf,
broke
man.
The fucking guy's jaw. I don't even understand exactly how that happened.
I've done it to somebody in a tournament. It is painful.
But how? Like, you just.
I didn't break their jaw, but they would tap.
Teeth, because it wasn't the jaw. It was like his teeth got.
He was high on it, so he had this bone part of like your forearm. He had
his teeth.
Yeah. So usually, what happens is like when you have somebody take somebody's back and you try to give them a rear naked choke, they put their chin down so you can't get under their neck. So what I've done is like, I'm not gonna fight you for your chin. I'm just gonna put this bone right into your face and just crank the hell out of you. Yeah.
Fuck.
And most people, I've seen people tap from that because it is painful.
It hurts. Yeah.
It's very painful on the face. So
that's crazy.
Whittaker did tap, but Hamza, the pressure he had on him was so crazy that he broke his face.
Yeah.
Before he was able to tap. But for people that don't understand that it is painful. Like, I've done it to somebody in a tournament and
that's crazy.
They got up like holding.
That is crazy.
I'm like, next time give me the neck. So I have to,
exactly.
So I have to crank your face.
Yes, he knows. It takes like I said, it takes a special person. You got people that train.
People don't like think about UFC fighters. Like a lot of them aren't that tall. So Hamza is like around 6'2".
Yeah.
But he moves like a cat. Like the way he just takes you down is fast.
He's flexible as fuck.
Yeah. So he and he does it right off the bell. Like.
Yeah, like there is no even he knows exactly where he's going.
Like if you watch Khabib wasn't even doing shit like that. Khabib would like throw some punches into a takedown, then get up, throw some more punches back to a take. Like he was like Hamza just lunges at it.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying.
Freakishly strong because when he grabs people.
Oh, he scoops it.
Yeah, he just tosses people like it just.
Yeah, what he did to Lee, he freaking grabbed them, walked them over to his side.
Yeah,
and looked at Dana and like said, "Dana, you want this?"
Put him down. Those people are different.
Yo, I'm just like, damn, like that's insane. But like, yeah, like I said, he's fast as hell. But like, he has advantages Khabib didn't have. It's because like, have you ever seen a picture of Hamza next to Khabib and Islam? How much smaller they are than him?
He towers over them.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, so he has all that length plus that speed, so he gets to your leg right away.
I know the answer. I'm just answering for people because I already know the answer. But Izzy and Hamzat.
Yeah, it's gonna look messy for Izzy.
You think it's gonna be that quick? Because Izzy does have a good defense when it comes to getting taken down.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever faced something like that.
Exactly. That's another. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, listen, Kevin Holland has a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Yes.
For real?
Yes.
See, that's another one.
He has a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and you saw when he fought Jacare. Jacare is another black belt. You saw when he knocked out Jacare, he had put Jacare in his guard, elbowed him or whatever, knocked out Jacare from his back, and everybody was talking about like, yo, I've never seen any
cool ass fucking.
Yeah, and people say like, I've never seen anybody, and I'm like, yo, Kevin Holland has grappling. Like, I know he likes to like strike. That's where he likes to be, but Kevin Holland is a pretty good grappler. His grappling is better than Izzy's, and you saw what happened.
Yeah.
The only person I saw Hamzat kind of hesitate a little bit on the grappling was Burns, but people don't know that Burns is elite jiu-jitsu. Like, he's ADCC.
Well, like, what about Kamaru? Kamaru, that was a good fight.
I'm talking about jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm talking about Kamaru was good. Yeah, Hamzat broke his hand, I think, versus Kamaru. He was hurt.
He was hurt. Yeah.
He was hurt. He came out hot at first, and then he got hurt, and then obviously he started slowing down.
And then everybody, Kamaru was, that's when Kamaru was bringing it on the last rounds. 5 rounds, the whole argument, maybe 5 rounds, Kamaru get him, and, takes him, whatever. But I think that'll be a good fight between those two. When it comes to Izzy, to me, I told you before, I think Izzy's done.
I think he has one more play left. Not at 185. I think he moves up to 205. Listen, Pereira said, I'll give you the title shot.
I mean, if he wants money, that's the play. I think he's going to get whooped.
I mean, he's the only person that's been able to rock Pereira.
Yeah, but that's with, to me, that's with Pereira having that handicap, which is that crazy weight cut. That's why.
I mean, if he fights Hamzat, which is probably his next guy, he's going to get killed.
Yeah.
He struggled against Strickland.
Yeah.
He struggled versus DDP. Who does he fight at 185? Bo? Bo's going to take his ass down too.
Exactly.
And Bo didn't look that great against Paul Craig. I don't know if you saw the fight. I thought that fight was going to be fight of the night. Yeah. I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
And
I did see that fight.
But I think Bo realized that Paul Craig is really good at jiu-jitsu. So I think he realized, I take him down, I might get submitted.
Maybe. I'm going to waste a lot of energy.
Because Paul Craig, I don't know if you know much about Paul Craig. He submitted Hill. He used to was a champ, and then I think he submitted Ankalaev, and I think he beat Ankalaev.
I'm not sure about that one.
I think he submitted him, but I think he saw like, oh damn, like this dude at 205, like maybe he wasn't a champion contender, but he did beat 2 guys that are contenders. And he's like, I don't know if I want to go to the ground with him, because I'm like, he didn't go for not one damn takedown. And that's like the first thing he goes for. He
didn't do any of that, yeah. But
he kept it on the feet, kept the distance. So I'm like, he probably saw some danger in that. So after that kind of like lackluster fight, do you really want to get your ass beat by Bo? Because Bo's gonna go at you. Like,
yeah, we know what
he's not like the same hesitation he had versus Craig. He's not gonna have that towards Izzy. He's gonna go right at those legs. Yeah,
I think for me, like you said, once you get a level about that level of money, the level of comfort. I think Izzy's at that point where he's just a star now, and I just don't think.
Honestly, to be honest,
too.
I mean, I think I do agree with all your points, but I think in this case, I don't think even if he didn't have that, I think there's too many guys that can out-grapple him at 185.
No. The people that you mentioned, like, yeah.
I think even with or without the money, the motivation, no motivation, I think he should move up.
That's the thing, though. I don't think Izzy could move. I don't think he could move up and wait. I think he's one of those people that his body is where it's at. Like, I don't think gaining muscle is not gonna do good for Izzy. Like,
I mean, he used to I think he was in China. I think he used to fight at 205. I think him and both Alex used to fight 205 back when they were fighting in Asia.
Oh, see that I don't know. If
he's
moved up, I would like to see how he looks physically at that weight.
Both of them moved down when they went to the UFC. But naturally, I think they both fight at like around 205.
I see.
But the thing is, like, I think when Izzy came, Remember who was running 205? John Jones. He ain't running. You're not gonna try to get.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to run into Bones Jones at his prime. You go 185, easier path. There wasn't as many grapplers at 185 at the time.
So in that sense, I just think for Izzy, like his fighting style is not about knocking people out. So I think muscle takes away his speed. It's not gonna have much like punching power, and that's why I don't like him moving up. I just don't see it. I think he might have to.
I think he has to.
Yeah, I think he has to. Like you said, I mean,
look at the guys that Pereira has been fighting. They all been strikers.
Exactly, and striking, Izzy is up there.
And I think Izzy's a better striker than Pereira. I think just Pereira has that master, that magic punch, that left hand, man.
Yeah,
I think
Izzy is a better striker. Izzy's so accurate with punches. Like even when getting hit, like the way he knocked out Pereira, he was getting you see him just waiting for that one timing, bam, out. But I think that knockout is only because Pereira's weight cut. I don't think that happens at 205. I don't think he's knocking him out at 205. And how is Izzy gonna last 5 rounds?
I've seen Izzy wobble him in
every fight.
No, but like even when they were fighting up.
Yeah.
And when they were fighting in Asia.
Oh yeah, see that's what I mean. I didn't know that. So if those fights, so you're telling me those fights that they had kickboxing was at 205.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I've seen interviews. Yeah. I've seen interviews with talking about like that's why they both wanted to move up to 205 because that's where they normally fought. So
if that's true, then I agree with you. I would like to see it.
Same thing with Hamza. Hamza, he used to say that he used to wrestle around 205. Like those are like their natural.
So why are they making?
It's easy.
It was a Jones. He's like, nope, I'm not.
I mean, I think Jones had to have been a factor, but it's normal in the fighting world to get an advantage to cut weight. So if you're normally around this weight, it's because you're gonna be bigger. But
that's what I mean with because I see it with Pereira. He goes to 185 and then he fights at like 215, 220. Izzy has never fought at 2, not even at 2. Even when he went up to 205, he weighed at the fighting night. He was 195, and he was supposed to be at 205. So that's why I'm like, so if you couldn't put up the weight when you did move up that one time, that's why I'm like, he can't physically do it. I
think it's kind of like Jones.
He didn't want to do it because then he wouldn't be able to go back down.
Like for example, Jones at 260, right? I don't think Jones can just get to 260. I think it would take him like a year to like put that weight on.
Well, I get you.
So I think the same thing with Izzy. Like he might have to take a year,
needs the time,
put on that weight, and then once he's there, then he can just sustain there. Like I don't think he in 3 months he can.
He could just put up.
He could just put on
Pereira,
like Pereira. I don't think in 2-3 months he could just put on 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I think Izzy it takes him a little bit of time. Then once he's there, he's there. And I think at 205, there's a lot of strikers there right now. A lot of those, the only grappler there is Ankalaev. And I think Ankalaev is wild enough to say, let's strike and not use his advantage. That's been a thing with a lot of these guys. It's like, why don't you grapple him? It's like, nah, I want to prove I can knock him out. So I think with that going on at 205, everybody wants to prove that they can knock each other out. I think there's a moment to move up because Hamza's not playing. He's gonna try to take you down.
He
don't care about none of that. Like
he don't care about how it looks on media. He does not care about none of that shit.
Nah, he don't care about none of that. He don't care about who can knock who out. He's gonna take you down and he's gonna strangle you,
no matter what.
So that's what I think. 205. I thought Bo at some point would give Hamza a challenge, but after seeing that fight, I'm like, nah. I think Bo's in trouble with Hamza.
Hamza's sick, man. Like, just look at his eyes. That dude has a problem. Like, like there's some dudes.
He just stares at you across the cage. He's like, gives you those eyes. Like,
like this. Like, I don't know. I feel like that dude killed somebody before. Like,
well, I mean, have you ever heard his story?
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Hamza, but I feel like.
Have you heard his story though? Like he said, he grew up like in Civil War and shit like that. Like so, like since he was like 5, bro. Like you've seen people killing each other in the streets,
or at least dead bodies everywhere.
So like and then when he moved, I think he moved to Sweden, right? That's where they're from. They live in. He was living in the gym. Like I saw I saw a documentary. He was like living in like a closet.
Yeah.
literally a closet.
Yeah, he stayed in the gym. Never like that was where he stayed at all the time. So it's just different for those people. Like those people coming from that area of the world. It's just
you hear about the story where he took a flight to go fight Conor McGregor? To Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Like that's just
Crazy.
nuts. It's like I don't know what sparked him to do it. I don't know if it was the whole thing with Habib and he said some stuff about like the Muslim people.
Muslim world.
And I don't know if it was that sparked him, but this dude supposedly, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but he was saying he did it, but supposedly he took a flight to Ireland and he like with nothing, like no like real luggage
or nothing. Yeah.
He just showed up to the gym to like
that's crazy.
to spar him. I'm like, yeah, like that, first of all, you're not gonna
you're not, that's not a spar.
Well, the thing is, like most gyms, they're not gonna let someone outside spar with their star.
Yeah, no, not just walk on like that.
Yeah, no. Like you'd have to be training with them for a while before they let you spar with their guys. Right, they're not gonna let general population mix in with their fighters.
What about like a fighter that's just a fighter but doesn't train with you guys? Not
well, they have to know you. You have to be vetted. Like they have to know you. They have to approach you.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I know you. I know how you work. I know you're not gonna come in there and do something dirty.
Hurt.
Like you can't just be some random dude that shows up. Like no, you're not gonna show up to me. I gotta find you and I gotta know about you and know that this is how you train and you're gonna know that
you're not hurting.
You're not gonna go in there to hurt somebody.
Yeah,
because there's some dudes that are stupid, so they're not gonna allow that. So them showing up to that gym to just fight is like that was crazy.
Wow. Anything else for UFC that you could think of? We missed. Who else fought? What else? What else been going on?
That Pereira Roundtree fight.
Oh yeah.
That might have been the fight of the year.
That. Oh, man. I wanted Roundtree to win. I told you this.
Yeah.
Of course.
I went with Pereira.
Yeah, I mean, Pereira was, of course, like the.
I told you. You see the size of the dude.
Yeah, like the size difference between those two was insane. The reach advantage was insane, but I can't wait to see what Khalil looks like. Hopefully, it didn't take much from him. Like that, he took a beating, so hopefully it didn't take much from him. But I would like to see Khalil with the rest of that division.
Impressed me. I didn't think he was gonna do as well as he did.
The heart he showed,
that blitzing style he had was definitely very fast, and he was able to land some good shots on Alex. But it's just like the wear, like that as the rounds kept going in the wear on those like leg kicks. It was those leg kicks that started slowing him down. Because when he was able to blitz him early on,
he took out his legs. He couldn't move no more.
Yeah, when he started wearing on those.
With that reach advantage, if you don't have any legs to like jump in there.
That's the thing is like his jab, it doesn't look like he's putting a lot of power in it. But then when you see Khalil's face and you see the damage, you're like, damn.
This is what it is. He's catching him. Khalil's going in. So he's catching him, like he's pretty much using his own momentum to strand that jab. So that's because Khalil has to jump in to get in there. So that's when he was getting caught with that jab. So it's just that advantage is. Again, I would like to see Khalil, of course. There will have to be somebody who ain't going to take Khalil down or nothing like that.
Jamal Hill's been talking.
I think Khalil gets him.
But I think Jamal is going to fight Yuri. I think that's the fight that's set up.
I think Khalil will smoke Hill because of the speed. The speed Khalil has and the power behind that speed, I think he'll get him.
That's all interesting fights because people forget how like Hill was knocking dudes out.
I want to see Hill fight.
Hill's good. I'm
not gonna lie.
I like Hill.
I hear him talk a lot,
but he's been talking way. I don't know why he's doing this.
He's talking way too much, and I want to see actually some action behind it.
Like when Hill fought Glover, man, I was impressed.
Me too.
I didn't know Hill could grapple.
Yeah, not as good as he did against.
Bro, he was stopping good. Glover, and Glover's legit.
Yeah, exactly. In the ground, like he has a good ground game.
And then I found out that he's a blue belt, so he does train jiu-jitsu. So he's legit. So it would be very interesting to see him fight Yuri and Roundtree. I just wish he would stop talking so much like that. Like.
Yeah, it doesn't make him look good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And he's not good at it also, so that's the problem.
It just looks bad, like from the fan side. It's just like it's like, bro, you lost. Just take the L. Like, who cares? Like, exactly. You know what I mean? It's MMA. Everybody loses. I mean, Alex has lost. Like, everybody loses. Unless you're John Jones or Khabib, like,
you don't. Yeah,
everybody loses. So, like,
exactly.
I don't. That's why I say I don't like the excuse. Just take your L and just say, I'll see you again. I gotta take care of these guys.
Yeah, hopefully.
And we'll see. I mean, I can't, like, Yuri's dangerous as hell, too.
He's crazy, though. That's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. He's crazy. Like, how do you prepare for Yuri?
He's crazy. He's one that's just, like, it's weird.
That's why I'm like, when it comes to, like, that trio of, like, Roundtree, Hill, and it comes to Yuri, like, I don't know who wins. I don't know who's the better of, because, like, Hill, I think, has the better grappling out of the two.
Yes.
I think Roundtree has the better striking.
I think so, yes.
And I think Yuri is just unpredictable. Like, you just don't know what he's going to throw at you. And Yuri is big as hell, too. Like, he's a big dude.
And if, like you said, you throw Izzy in that mix.
You can throw Izzy in that mix, and Izzy would
good fights. All of those are good fights.
That's what I'm saying. Bring him up to 205, and maybe Izzy gets
as long as Pereira's not there.
He's gonna. That's the thing is, like, you can have Pereira have a side quest with Jones while these four can figure throw Ankalaev in that mix, and you have these five guys have a Royal Rumble, and whoever comes out can fight Pereira after.
That, but see what you mean though. That is the beauty of the UFC, and I think all the other organizations that have to do with fighting should copy that. All these dudes have lost. Izzy has lost. Pereira has lost. Hill has lost. Yuri has lost. People still want to watch them fight. They ain't lose like no real stock or like. I still want to see all the matchups between all these people that have lost.
Well, it is the UFC.
It is,
but UFC. I think it's the fan base. Like a lot of us, we don't care as long as you come out to fight.
Well, that's the thing too, though. Like, you know, we're comparing to boxing. Let's be honest. Like, this is what we're comparing to. You know, boxing, you lose one fight, you're done.
You're finished.
But in the UFC, like, people fight. Like, you don't have that opportunity to just, you know, play this. Oh, I'm a boxer and I'm just gonna run the whole fucking fight and everybody's gonna look at it and be like, oh, great fight. He didn't get hit. He went in there, but he's not looking to actually fight. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like,
no, I know exactly what you're saying.
They're not really looking to fight. They're looking to just box and keep themselves out of there. If they could see the knockout, they ain't gonna go for the knockout because they don't want to risk it. Yeah, like all that bullshit. That's what kills boxers.
Yeah, no,
when they lose, because it's just like, all right, you lost. You weren't really trying to fight anyway. But if you see a boxer who, even if he gets knocked out or whatever, but he's trying to take your head off every time he fights, you're still gonna watch him.
Yeah, of course. What I'm saying is the UFC guys, they have that security.
Yeah, true.
Like, look at look at like Chandler, right? I didn't say Tyson Chandler. Michael Chandler. I called him Tyson Chandler by accident. Yeah. Look at Michael Chandler. He's lost how many fights in a row? I don't care who he fights. I would still watch him fight because I know no matter who he fights, he could fight a homeless guy across the street. I know he's gonna give me 115%.
It's like Gaethje.
Gaethje, same here. Like these dudes, they give it their all.
Exactly. You see it.
So as a fan, you don't feel like you lost money or you lost time watching these guys. And I think Dana has done a good job securing these guys. Like,
great job.
Because sometimes these guys will get a bonus, fight of the night, and they lost. You get a 50K bonus or whatever, 100K bonus. You lost, but you and the other guy went crazy, and you both get a bonus for it. But I mean, remember what he did with Daniel Cormier when he lost to Jones?
Yeah.
He gave him $1 million.
Yep.
He gave him $1 million. He lost the fight. He gave him $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, also because Cormier just like took the fight on short, or like I think it was like out of nowhere he had to just fight him again or something. But still, he could have chose not to fight him. But still though, like you're being rewarded not for winning, for just going out there and fighting, for putting up a good fight. I think. But see, this is the thing that has the difference in boxing. It's not even the fan bases. There is no organization that could do that. Like, let's say boxing does that. What I mean from fan bases, because at the end of the day, the fans are gonna pay for So exactly. As a fan base, like as you, myself, like look at Nate Diaz. Yeah, we're gonna pay. I'll pay to watch him. You're gonna watch Nate Diaz, exactly, because you like Nate Diaz. You like everything about like his press conferences. You like the way he goes out. Even Nate Diaz could be losing 4-0, and in the 5th round, people are gonna be chilling. Nate, remember when he fought Leon? He was losing the whole fight,
and out of nowhere he almost knocks the dude out, and everybody's going crazy. And he lost the fight, and he's still talking shit.
And that was classic. He just pointed.
He's like, like you
up,
clearly lost the fight, but like nobody even cares because you almost knocked them out.
Yeah.
And like, and that's just like the MMA community is like, I think is that's just the culture of it. At least in the MMA side, is that as long as you just go out and show out, we don't care.
Exactly. You don't. Yeah. Like.
But I think it's as a whole. It's not just I think the organization. I think you're correct. The organization does promotes that.
Yeah.
But I think they have the safety net of the fans that are behind it as well.
Correct. They're not. Yeah, that's true. Because they like Dana. If you go out there and you do not fight.
Oh yeah, he'll get you out of there.
Yeah, like Dana is gonna notice that, and
he'll call you out.
Yeah, he'll call you out. You're not just gonna go out there and coast. So that's also pressure for the fighters to actually go out there and fight.
You remember? I think it was a CM Punk.
Yeah.
I think there was a dude. I think his second fight. I think it was. I don't know if I'm. It might be. I think it was a second fight.
I think I know what you're gonna
say. And
the
dude was taking it easy on him, and everybody knew, like, bro, like you could easily beat this dude. And Dana, I think Dana cut that dude.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I know you probably feel bad for him, but I'm paying you to whoop his ass.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Like, put him out if that's what it is. Like, can't go out there and coast.
I think boxing needs something like that. Put everybody under a curtain or that
I think Dana said
turkey guy who just paying people money just to make them fight.
I think Dana said he was getting into boxing.
Yeah, 2025. Dana says he's going in there. So hopefully, I love boxing. So hopefully something gets done where we see like the actual fights when they need to happen with the right people.
Well, first they need to eliminate all these damn belts and put one belt.
Exactly. Per weight class, yeah, one belt. Like
one belt, that's it.
I agree with that.